Missouri Republican Senator Roy Blunt is vowing he's going to get to the bottom of this, and he joins me now. What are you going to do, Senator?
Well, Senator Alexander and I, Senator Alexander is the leading Republican on the Health Committee in the Senate. We've sent a letter. We're sending a letter today. They've already probably got it in their hands, asking the Health and Human Services for information about this. This idea that somebody would have a $1.25 billion contract to process paper in a half a dozen locations, and that's just not happening. If you believe the stories that we're hearing, the stories that you just heard related to you, that people are sitting there all day and hitting the refresh button on their computer to show that their computer is still active while they're doing whatever else they're doing, and that the company still is advertising for more employees to come and apparently help them do nothing, would not be well, acceptable answer in this case.
If you can show that this is indeed happening, people being paid to do nothing, and that more workers are being hired to do nothing, you can show that conclusively. Can you interrupt Serco's contract, and can you in any way get some money back for us, the taxpayer?
Well, I would think you could interrupt the contract. The spending here generally is astounding to me. Like I read somewhere yesterday, $1.5 billion spent for websites for the Affordable Care Act between the state and federal government, and many of them still don't work. $1.5 billion for that, $1.25 billion for this. We could have bought a lot of really good insurance for people who needed insurance with that couple of $1 billion just spent here in apparently the first few months of trying to implement this program.
Now, there's a recent study that shows that a lot of young people simply have lost trust in government. I take it that this story adds to that feeling that the government just can't be trusted. But more to the point, President Obama really likes the power of government bureaucrats and extends that power. This makes that policy look difficult, to say the least.
Well, I think it's part of that whole, it could be even part of that whole philosophy that the more people the government pays, somehow the better the economy is, and that's just not the way the economy works. We need people who do some of the things that government does, but those people don't pay the bill. They are the bill, and we're seeing that happen here. Apparently not wanting to admit that the numbers that these people were anticipating would come in are coming in, rather than admit that and send people home and cut the cost back. People are there with nothing to do, and I think it's the right time for us to ask hard questions, to demand an answer. Surely this is so egregious that it has to be not quite what the whistleblower suggests, but if it's anything like the whistleblower suggests, it's terrible. If it's exactly what the whistleblower suggests, it's an absolute outrage for every taxpayer in America working to pay their taxes, working hard to pay their taxes so that that money can be wasted.
Senator Roy Blunt, thanks for joining us, sir. Appreciate it.